Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is KW, the blue collar worker, back at it with a new video. Today, I want to touch back on a video I posted last week about Oscar De La Hoya challenging Floyd Money Mayweather to an exhibition fight for $100 million. I was just thinking about that. $100 million. This guy is offering a retired boxer $100 million to fight him. Is that mad or what? I mean, think about that. $100 million. If you have $100 million, you consider super wealthy. You're not rich. You're considered super wealthy if you have $100 million. He didn't say 10 million. He didn't say 20 million. He said $100 million. Now, my question is, if you can pay Floyd Money Mayweather, who has a net worth of around $450 to $500 million already, and Oscar De La Hoya is worth like about 200 million. How much is Oscar De La Hoya expecting to make off this fight? If you give him Floyd Mayweather $100 million, you must want to make 100 million yourself, or 125 million, 150 million. So that means that you would have to generate off this fight probably about anywhere from break even. Both of y'all make 100 million, 200 million, and then you have to throw in the expenses, a training camp, your promotions, and all the stuff to go along with boxing, your training, and this and that. So you're probably looking at maybe, I would think, probably about 225 million or 210 million to cover all your costs. I mean, $200 million, that's a lot of gravy. You look at all these young fighters, the Terrence Bud Crawford and all of these guys, they're looking to cash out, if they're lucky, to make $5 to $10 million. And then they're gonna cash out. I think I heard somewhere that Spence doesn't want to fight forever. So he's looking for like a big payday. He was hoping he was able to get it with Pacquiao, but it didn't work out. So then, for whatever reason, I think he's doing the Mayweather-Pacquiao thing with Terrence Bud Crawford. So this way, they both can pretty much cash out, because these guys are getting older too. So they can't fight forever. They're in their 30s. Even though fighters are fighting longer these days, but still, it's only so long you can get in that ring and fight. And be at the peak of your game. So yeah, it remains to be seen. $100 million, that's a lot of money. And where's he gonna get $100 million to pay Floyd Mayweather? If he's worth 200 million, is he willing to give up 100 million of his own dollars to get Floyd in there, a retired fighter like himself, in the ring to do what? It's not going to be as good as when they was at the ultimate level of fighting. These are retired guys. It's like Evander Holyfield got in the ring at, what was he, 59? And you saw what happened. So, I mean, it's just crazy money. I mean, and the young guys are begging to reach the $5 million threshold. It's just unbelievable. And these guys are retired, and they commanding that type of money from each other. $100 million. I mean, if you gave me, you don't even have to give me $100 million. Give me $100,000. Nah, I won't even fight you back. Just give me $100 million, and you can weld on me for $100,000, let alone $100 million. I mean, do Floyd get to fight back for $100 million? Or is it just Oscar De La Hoya, welding on him for $100 million? I think Floyd would take that. But in reality, it's going to be a exhibition because Floyd is not going to ruin his 50-0 record. So that remains to be seen. Can Oscar De La Hoya really come up with $100 million? If Floyd say, heck yeah, you give me $100 million, it's on. But it's exhibition though. So this is KW, the Blue Collar Worker, back at it with another video. Press like if you like my video. Subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you in my next video. $100 million. Take care, guys. Have a great day.